No, it was a really good performance by Tank. I don't think there's any reason to even try for people to discredit it.
I think both guys, Tank Davis and Loma are top 10 pound for pound.
Yeah.
Why'd you look surprised?
But do you think anybody would try to?
Yeah, to an extent. To an extent, because they don't know who Mario Barrios is.
I didn't have Jim Gray. Let's talk about the scores, because Jim Gray had Tank unofficially.
Steve Farhood.
Oh, sorry. Wow. Still Steve
Jim
Farhood.
Gray was there,
right.
though. He was
Steve's my guy. I messed that up. So Steve Farhood had Tank down, I think
4-zip.
Yeah. At that point I had it. We both had the same score, so I think we had it 3-1.
We all had 3-1.
3-1.
And then we started to move in. We had it tied 3-3 at one point.
Yeah. And then from there, I think Tank won almost all of them.
Yeah, then that 10-7 round.
Yeah,
10-7 round.
And that's what I kept trying to say was the 10-7 round was huge, because that's a huge disparity. Like, that wipes out other rounds.
So prior to the knockout,
Yeah.
I had Tank winning the fight by 2 rounds.
Same.
And I think Steve Farhood had it like
He had it even.
Yeah, he had it even at that point.
Yeah.
But even at one point after the 7-10, I think he still had Barrios up by 1 point.
And then the actual judges all had Tank winning.
Yeah.
And won by a pretty comfortable margin.
Yeah.
Which I don't disagree with. Like,
I wasn't crazy about the comfortable margin.
Yeah, but I could see how you could see that.
Yeah.
If that's what you were looking for. But yeah, people will try to discredit it just because they don't know who Mario Barrios is. He's not.
I didn't like all the people kept saying that, but I guess that's part of boxing. People's like, he's fighting who?
Yeah.
Like, I hated other boxers saying that. Like, Mario Barrios is.
Yeah,
he can fight.
And is he? Is he? We're not even gonna go into the belts because I don't want to get fired up.
Don't do that.
WBA.
I don't want to get fired up.
I feel like I might have a WBA belt at this point.
Yeah,
we're not gonna get into it. There you go.
But so whether you verify that or not, he's a champion either way. He's at a championship level. So like he's at a championship level at 140. So it's like, I don't know.
The compliment that goes along with that, like the criticism of the opponent, that really just means now you're getting held to that elite status and standards. So, that's the underlying compliment of when they try to discredit a solid guy like Barrios.
Like, wait, you're great. Right. You should be fighting. Yeah.
Right.
But,
if we want to cover all of the bases here, just covering everything, I looked at you. I said, hey, I don't know what his conditioning is like tonight. Yeah. You felt like in his fight, his previous fight, that you felt like he answered all of the questions as to his conditioning. Wasn't the
Barrios?
I'm talking about
Tank.
Oh yeah, he answered my questions.
Right, but then I said last night, I looked at you. I said it doesn't look like his conditioning is where it should be at this point. I felt like he was putting his foot on the gas pedal and then really taking it off. And essentially purposely pacing himself, and you call it economical. Yes, he was economical, but I think that he also felt like he had to be, because he didn't. I don't think he. I think he knew what he had going into the ring. When he get in, it wasn't enough.
Those situations where he pacing himself,
or not enough for him to be comfortable.
He still does just enough, and he's still fucking dangerous.
Yeah.
That's even when. Yeah, he does take a step back. Mario can't really bull rush him like he really want to. Because if you get dumb, you're going dummy.
Yeah, hand down, man down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I didn't notice. I noticed what you were saying as far as him kind of being a little up and down as far as activity.
It was a little up and down.
But
after the 6 round
I'm not sure
blitz.
if it was based on conditioning. Personally, I just didn't notice.
Well, we saw him with Santa Cruz when he got that activity coming his way. His numbers went up too. Yeah. So,
but for me, it was. But
does that extra weight make him?
Last night was a struggle for me to see game plan and preparation opposed to what's going on in the fight, and like I said, he looked like he was in between styles. Something looked a little different to me last night. I just not really quite sure what it was, and I thought that conditioning could be.
It could be factor. Completely different weight than he's been in.
Yeah.
Obviously, like we said, against the champion.
Yeah, a lot of times when you don't have to, you don't have to cut certain things. You may, this is your first time fighting at 140. You may have cut out a few things or say, oh, we don't need that this time, just because we're not going there. But now we've had the experience. We know that, hey, let's probably put this or that. If they did. Yeah. It looked like they did. Yeah. So
but who's to know?
We were trying to get Coach Cal. That didn't happen tonight. But we'll get him in, and maybe
he also did
he'll
the Jeff Hardy swanton bomb off.
I think I was so nervous about that.
Man, listen.
We getting too old, man.
Hey,
we getting
Sean,
too old.
Hey, Sean and I said the exact same thing. We said, did he land it? Because the camera kind of
I thought he fell out the ring.
No, the camera missed him. I said, oh no, did he land it? Did he land it?
Like he flipped and we were all like, he kind of disappeared. And we were like, wait a second.
I was worried for my man's life. Like real talk.
Hey, we getting old. Hey, flipping. Don't be flipping.
And the best, you mentioned Coach Calvin. He celebrated when he landed. He was like, yeah. I was like, because he's like, damn, man, you can really
jump
mess
in the air.
yourself up. Yeah, it was like classic. But the
hey, so my only knock on the whole thing is
star right there, man. That's star quality.
No doubt about
my
it.
My only knock is who does PBC has left at 140? I thought they should have had him.
Let me interject.
Go ahead. Do your
before,
thing,
because I think that's a conversation we got to have.
Okay.
That crowd last night was
lit.
On
lit.
point.
Hey,
did we shout out ATL in the tweet?
Yeah.
Yeah, they was right.
Yeah.
Okay. All the way right.
Yeah.
It was lit.
That crowd was
one
of the better crowds that I've heard in some time. Mm-hmm. Obviously, we kind of went through the pandemic, so we didn't have it. But no, they were great in it.
It was live
for not being like a mega fight of huge star. Like it was.
Tank is a star.
Tank is a star.
It reminded me of my fight with Errol Spence Jr.
Yeah,
it was loud in there.
Yeah, that crowd was rocking.
Tank has something you can't, simulate or force. It's a subtle. He resonates. He's authentic.
Yeah.
A guy like him who comes from the streets, when you see it, if you're from there as well.
Yeah.
And I think that people that came from there, they really resonate with him, just like people in Mexico when they saw Canelo or Juan Manuel Marquez, and they spot it out before the mainstream spots it out, that there's something that really connects there. And Gervonta has that with his audience.
And plus, Gervonta does what everybody, the casual fans wants to see. It's a knockout. You're getting a knockout.
Yeah.
Like I see people posting about boxing last night that
never
watch boxing.
Never.
I'm like, you watch boxing?
Yeah.
Like my younger family members, I'm like, dang, this kid watch boxing.
Yeah.
I'm hyped about it because I feel like boxing is almost a dinosaur sport.
Yeah.
So when I see like a 16-year-old kid post about it,
usually you see the people you expect to see posting about it. But yeah, you saw.
Shout out to my boy Dave Lane. Calls me randomly. This was 2-3 years ago. Calls me randomly. Yo. I'm like, what's up? Tank Davis is next, yo. I'm like, what? Tank Davis is next. I'm like, you call me, that's all you want to talk about? Yeah. People, he resonates, man. Yep. He changes the game and he leaves everybody wanting more. Don't tell me you didn't enjoy what you saw, because I know you did. What you need to do now, hit that subscribe button, hit the like, hit that notification button. Check us out every week, every Tuesday, something new for you right here on the Porter Way Podcast.